Hello, hi, hello. I am totally not nervous for the stream today. And I'm gonna stop procrastinating. Hi! Oh fuck, it doesn't mute the main menu. Okay, that's a problem.
I'm problematic.
To edit later on. Oh no, the music is back here.
Why?
So if I put in the pause, I put in the main. That is interesting. And it sustains my theory.
A game theory.
What's theory?
I've got a theory, it could be Bonnie's.
That if I do the Russian nesting doll thing... Wait, now it's here too?
Was it?
But not here.
Okay.
Very recently, I've been promoted, or one would say one more task was added to my never-ending list of things that I do for the studio, and I've become the junior developer. So, because I was already dabbling, like I guess I could consider myself already a web developer. I've done a few websites at this point fully by myself without like any website builder or whatever, just me and the code, you know? So I guess I can consider myself a web developer. And since I was on that journey, and like, Godot always needs help. He's always needing help. He's the only programmer we got in this studio. It's why we love the bro so much. And
But it's a lot to do.
yeah, he has a lot to do. Like, the whole game is riding on his back. So I was like, hey, since I've been in this whole dev journey with the web dev, I guess, like, GD script, a lot of people say it's really similar to, like, JavaScript and some programming languages that you use for web development, so why not? So I dabbled, I dove.
Dive on in.
I tried to make Strange Things in the Bushes, which was a Beatles game. Let's just say I couldn't export it. I didn't do a good job. That's why I'm the junior dev, you know? But we're in our point. We're inside our project. As you can see, things look a little different from this side. You know, you guys are used to seeing Kado's side of this engine per se, and also Rick's side of this engine when he's doing the game design and the map layer stuff, you know, for those streams.
The auto tiler.
Yeah, the auto tiler and stuff like that. This is my side of this engine, and I have here, I'm just gonna kind of walk you guys through what I've done. I've been a little bit lost as to what to do next these last few days, so let's hope this helps me. This is eventually gonna be like the health bar, I think. We're still figuring out how that's gonna be, and this is a counter for like how many things you collect. Pretty sure none of this is working yet because I still have to figure out how. Let's real quick run through the thing to see how it's looking. I'm gonna click play, cross my fingers that everything is working beautifully. Yeah, so we get the made and produced by Untitled Game Studio thing, I think the time, and then we get, wait, let me pause the music. This is from the game, ha 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 ha. And I fixed the loop, so now it loops perfectly. If we just kind of stay here for a little bit, you can see that like it has like the little song, and then it goes backwards a little bit. I'm really proud of this soundtrack. I don't know where I got this from, because I know zilch about making music, like really. See, and then it does the last tones. And I'm pretty sure that was the loop already. Yeah, exactly. Beautiful, see? But yeah, I'm gonna leave without the background music for a second now, because yeah, we're gonna have this. But yeah, we have the load thing that I said that I was still kind of coming up with. Nothing works here, just like the buttons click, I guess. But we still need to figure out if we're gonna even have this and how we're gonna have this. And I'm still not sure if I'm fully happy of how pixelated this logo is. I still need to figure out a better way. Okay, so we can come back, and then we have the options menu as well. in which we can get ready. I'm gonna kind of blast your ears, but we have a volume toggle that currently only blasts the song. I still need to figure out a way to make it lower the song. Currently it only makes it super fucking loud, you know? I'm so sorry. But we can also mute it. There's also a mute button. That's nice. I'm definitely gonna use that so I can go back to our background music for now. And then we also have the window settings, which I hope, yes, they are working. Thank God. Yes, they did the thing. So it resizes the window, you see, in different ways. We can go extra tiny, and then you can like make it bigger, and then we can make it full screen. Ha ha ha! I did this. I know stuff. Okay, that's a problem. It can only mute the one scene. It needs to mute the whole game. Okay, I still need to figure that one out.
Hey, what's going on?
Fine, yeah.
That's a good point, right? And then the credits as well. Like, I'm still trying to figure out a way to make this work. We're meant to have scrolling text on the screen, but as you can see, there's nothing. So, yeah, but at least you can go back to the main menu, though. So that's working. I just need to make the credits scroll, you know?
Get some credits up in here.
Yeah, and the quick quits, obviously. Oh, and yeah, I forgot to show the pause menu as well. We need to do that. I'm not sure if the song's gonna play during the game. That was also a little bit of a buggeroony that I was having. Let's see.
Yeah, it was continuing to play there, right?
Yeah, it continues to play in the game. It's not meant to do this. That's also a little buggeroony that your girl's having. But yeah, like, we're over here, we're in the game, yada yada yada, we can do the thing. It's looking beautiful with the scan lines that Kado put in. Sorry, the thing is my thing. But yeah, the rhythm works. You can just go back to playing beautifully and nicely. And you can also abandon mission, and then it goes back to the main menu, and you can just quit the game. There you go. Let me put the background music again. So let's check out those audios, because I feel like that's good. That was the first thing that bugged during the stream. So let's get into seeing that. The music. Yep.
Is that one? Oh,
It's the credits.
Right.
Still trying to figure out this shit as well.
It's funny that one doesn't exactly have an error code or anything. It opens, but has that problem.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to program while doing a stream.
Especially when you like just started doing it. And it's so much harder than web development, I gotta say. Like, it's so much harder.
I feel like a lot of the situations like the one you're going for right now is that there's a lot of ways to do the same thing in Godot,
and you have no idea how much that confuses me whilst I'm doing the things. Like, it's what I was saying about the menus. Like, the way I structured the menus, right, like the way they are right now, was one tutorial, not one, but like 3 different tutorials that had this sort of structure, and I was like, okay, this must be like one of the most commonly used formats, probably works for what I want, etc., etc. Put it in. But then as I started doing it and searching like more different tutorials, then I started seeing other tutorials that had that like little matryoshka system that we were talking about, of like one menu being completely built inside the other menu, then inside the other menu, and then you just toggle the visibility between them depending on the button that you pressed. And I saw that and I was like, fuck, that's kind of a good system. And now I'm like over here like, do I do that? Do I do the thing? Like, it's hard. It's hard, and I do not envy anybody out there trying to build their own game, especially by yourself. I am so happy and so lucky that I have these boys behind me, helping me out and supporting me, because, like, it's hard. Like, all I gotta say is to all the solo devs out there and all the people that, like, didn't know programming and just dove into making a game first thing, like, y'all are crazy. And also very smart, honestly, because, like, it takes gigantic brains to pull that off.
And I think it's a lot about how a person learns it. And in that sense, I think you're in the a much better path than the way I tried to learn programming, which was first going to back university classes and then trying to just by myself just scramble my way through the thing without really looking even at documentation, you know?
Yeah, like I've been watching a lot of videos about like how to be a good programmer and stuff, and from what I've seen a lot of people talk about, it's more about learning the logic than anything.
Yeah.
And I feel like I do have the logic down. I just don't know the language of Godot that well yet. Like I can understand the logic and the way he reads things, you know, the platform per se reads the code, but I still don't know the language that well. So it's kind of confusing. And there's a lot of just going back and forth between decisions and stuff. And it's complicated. Because in web development, like, it's what Rick said, like, there's only like a few ways you can do a certain thing. And like, they're very specific to what you want behind them. You know, so like if you want a certain level of interactability, you do it in a certain way with a certain language. If you don't want that, you do it in another way. Like, so it's very like, it's a little more narrow, you know? But yeah, it's a lot more complicated. Like I gotta say that is something that is intimidating. Like a lot of times when I'm sitting here doing the Godot thing, I get little anxiety attacks just because like they're just so intimidating. It's so intimidating. So much bigger than web development. It's not just a little web page that you're just making nice with design and words and stuff and maybe some interactability. Like, no, it's a whole fucking game. Like, the person needs to be able to go from point A to point B and get, like, different endings and collect things and do this and that and that and this and that, and you're like...
Just the menus are a freaking spaghetti connector.
Yeah, like, just me, like, you have no idea how long it took for me to figure out what the buttons needed to say. Like the order of the buttons and how they were gonna work. And I still have not narrowed that down. So
buttons are more complicated than one would think.
And everything in making a game is complicated. It's so much stuff.